This day 1583 of the Arukh HaShulchan Yomi. Today we are doing Yer Dea Siman Shin Chav Gimel Sif Yud Aleph to Shin Chav Daled Sif Beis. Yud Aleph. One of the Gedolei Achronim argues on Tur Ramah about Bittul Chala in Chutz La'aretz. Loki knew of Hebedas Rosh. I've never heard of anything about the Chala. These halachos which you're learning these yesterday, they are not Lamaisa. Because nobody's about the Chala, nobody gives it to a Zor. Everybody nowadays burns the Chala in the oven. But, okay, obviously Arukh HaShulchan is not meshubad in his discussions to what actually goes on. So anyway, one of the Achronim holds that the Tur Ramah were not precise in Rush. Because the end of his words, he agrees with Rambam Shekosav, who writes that Yerushalmi Mareh B'Aschabad Chalashnia, Yerushalmi said the Chala, which anybody don't take off nowadays. About the Barov, that's how they were lenient to negate it. Majority Oshav B'Shav B'Shav or 50-50. I feel it was already in for a non-Kohen, much as I received test. This is from the Madonna Yontif. Yes, you see, goes it. And there's someone who argued on this. The other on the contrary, said, "Raya to Ramah. It's evidence to Ramah. Tafkam Chalashnia. There's still lenient in Chalashnia. V'lo b'chutz shlo ben Chalachas. Now chutz there's only one Chala. Of Ein Zu Asoga. That's not. That's the Shach. It's Ein Zu Asoga. It's not a Taina. So Lehedjukas at Rosh Hashanah establish in Lachin Chalas Chutzlo. It's just Chalashnia. The Rosh writes explicitly that we don't. There's no. Doesn't make sense anymore. Makmer. But Chav Chutzlo it's more than the second Chalashnia. Rishon is Mukul Eretz Yisrael, which is satisfied by those who just Eretz Yisrael. Kan Lashono. King Gam Chalas Chutzlo it's Mutar. So Mutar Chalas Chutzlo it's about the Barov. That's a Mishkas Yankov. Yes, right. There's evidence for this. Says Arukh HaShulchan. Look, if not, Milon Chalas Chutzlo it's Chelos Arukh HaShulchan. From where could where would it come that you can eat Chalas Chutzlo with a Zor on the same table? The Lo Nan Ela B'Chalashnia. He says about Chalashnia. Elvad Chalas Chutzlo it's Dina Chalashnia. Must say Chalas Chutzlo and Chalashnia are the same halacha. And Barry says the Shach Atzmoni Shar B'Zev Nich Tzorchin and Sham Shach himself had difficulty with this. Please say halacha Ish Lach Av L'Zor B'Ita Barov. So according to this halacha, we make all even for a Zor, even by B'Ita Barov, even in Chalas Chutzlo it's B'Zman Hazeh. Fashgam Rash B'Ita B'Diavad because Rash allowed us B'Diavad as well. Barov Piskei B'Ita B'Diavad Barov. He's matter B'Diavad to be B'Ita Barov Piskei Chalash and his Piskei Chalash. Much Kosav Rabbeinu B'Yitzis Tivra Godla Ein Sham. Miukos B'Mino, that's all Min B'Mino. Min B'Mino. Avashlo Min Ein Raya Klav Tzorach Shishim, but Min Shelo B'Mino. So requires Shishim like any B'Ito Min B'Mino. Tmiyah Echad Megdom Establish one of the Gedolim. Sherotz Latir Gam B'Tav. She wants to allow it even in a cook dish. I guess that's where comes the Maisa. You have your challah, which somehow, I don't know how this ever happens, somehow fell into a cooked dish. So Rambam, we never heard even for the Rambam that Bittul Rov could work by Min B'Shein Amino. Like Amino, maybe it was the case in Mishkas Yaakov's case was B'Mino. Yud Beis Yeshu Sim Chadchil about the Rov Lazar. There are those who ask the Chadchil about the Rov Lazar. Again, nobody does this nowadays. It's him to have the amount of B'Devet. Chen Shesar B'Miktzas. Also, if a little part of the Chal got mixed in, Mutzah Sif Olav Arubo, or I guess it was got mixed up with a partial amount of Chulin and not yet enough to Rov, you're allowed to add up to Rov. That's a halacha according to Bing, which shows need 101. So that's a Ramban, which is in the Ramban for a Ranzal. Evidently, the question whether you extrapolate those require just Rov. The tool writes that Chal be careful not to eat the challah in a plate with hot soup. Because that would answer the Zor from eating in that plate. Falls into cooked dish. In the cooked dish 60. The pot and the dish and the pot become usher. But even it's klicheres, you can do agola 3 times. Mr. Rabbanon, that's interesting. It's the Rabbanon which has no ikim Torah, even klicheres, so you make a. Which course we learned, and of course I forgot. Liam Bishul Yakum turns to Bishul Akum. Brackets, long brackets here. Shach Sivkot and Dav, Ayin Ta Sof Simon Zeh, Shevet Divra Bach, Benafel Tav Shulotech, also when it fell into a boiling dish, that's also Kosolovi writes, Latati Lamal Ismach Lakel about the Brov. I don't understand why I'm not about the Brov. Kavanoso Abemino. It's got to be Mino, not Meshena Mino Einsham. The Mieshrak Mino, Tav Shesh Bokemach. If it's only Mino, same species, same type, like a cooked dish which has flour. Even though there's also water and meat. Imrak Yesh Mino Rov, there's a simple majority in the Mino, in the same type. Amino Salik Shen Amino Kamisha Eno. We say remove the Eno Mino as if it's not there. Mino Rabba Valam Vatlam. And the Mino overwhelms it and negates it. Much because the Shach Steve Cotton. Hey, I'm Shamli, Sagas Mino Chule. For the level, his opposite is true as well. Avshesh Chalakim, though you can draw a distinction. Most of the Simon Taikres, come Isser Kal, Chalas Chutzlaretz, and lighter Isser, like Chalas Chutzlaretz, Lomisal Chalik, Nakim Chalik, and it should be Mutter Stalik as Mino, Eno Mino, Kamisha Eno, and it's Mutter Ben Mino. Pashut Avshinolo Chalam Tavshil Asura. However, if you take if it was not butter and you move the challah from the cooked dish means also that plate of seres, the whatever emanated from the challah remains an asers. You can because Ben Rama writes him the chazam and Isa make it stop Isa. The challah got mixed back up in the dough. Vehme avachas abat isn't 100 what indicated. In lo achal Isa, if you haven't eaten the dough yet, you shall chacham aleh. You should ask a chacham to be matir your challah. Because it's a netter like any other netter. V'yatlo netter can be matir the netter. The Shalom Hekdeshes you can be matir any Hekdesh. Yavasi to take another challah kanashano. Pashu shein chiluk ben chazim yisar be'isa shalot doesn't make a difference. You got mixed up in the self-same dough from whence it came, or b'saches or another dough. B'kulo says al kuvav. All of them are up to 101. It says at the beginning of the fourth parak of Mai. Chumas Meiser shall the Meiser Chosim Klema. You have Chumas Meiser of Mai, which went back to its place. Yesh similar thing. Yesh Pluk to Yerushalmi Shalom Yesh Ben Klema Shein Shlomo Koma. Even though it's Machlekes there, a difference where it goes back to its original place or a different place. Kom Locha Kaimel and Shalom Ganki. Then Chiluk Locha. We hold there's no distinction. Much because the Rambam Perak Yud Beis in Meiser Ayin Shalom. Like the Ram writes, those say the Mekoy Mahadra Tiva, when it goes back to its place, it automatically reverts to Tevel. It's basically Shua, name of the Yavitz. Because the Shesh is Mochaman the Marbi Yerushalmi, the Mekoy Mahadra Tiva. You can rely on the opinion of Yerushalmi that when it goes back to the original place, it goes back to being Tevel. Mavshinei Bein can set aside internally again. Bein okay, it's not true. Chadakaim Gam B'Sham Nechil, there's no distinction, it's still Asers. Doesn't automatically become devil. Instead, that'd be matin neder. That'd be Ushami Arjativla. I mentioned the Ushami. Ushami Lashon Shemateres Shirayim Achila. Only Ushami says that it permits whatever's left over to be eaten. And Farisham Pirshna Kavana Arjativla. Somebody that explains. It goes back to being tevel. Avemes HaPesh, it's not the pshat in the Ushami. Pshat is the B'Mekoy Makem Hitir Achila. In its place, it's permitted to be eaten. Olim Koch also makes it worse to Aser. Brings out brackets that Gross says the same thing, and the Pnei Moshe as well. In this most that clouds every camera line. At all, Ela B'Shela, all you can do is be matir the neder. Divrei Ben Ramo, like Ramo says, only smoke the Robo Batamino, or rely on those shitas which hold that in its own min, it's Batam in simple rov, Kamoshi's bars we've seen. Upashut hu the Gami Nofla Achal B'Shalom B'Mino. Then it's obvious that even the Chal fell into Shloba Mina, so it's not bought on simple majority according to anybody. The Mahani Ganke Shela could still be Matir Neder on it. Yudav Yeshachol Bikadin Zeh, they also argue and say Lomai Cloud Shel Cloud. That you can't be Matir Neder. If you're only being shoyal on account of the mixture, it shouldn't answer. The Tafkim Zibis Hashelim, Etzem Afchosh Asachala, Shosh Lokatson, it's a question in Hilchos Hatoros Nedarim. If the question, the reason why being Matir Neder is because there's some issue with the actual setting aside the Chala, which was done against his will. That was done inappropriately. But semi shayla. That's with that you can do a shayla. Moderek shayla charot to be neder. It's like any other neder where there's a question or a remorse about the primary original neder. I'm shayla charot imibnei asiva says atarovis, but the shayla charot the questioning and the remorse is on account of the reason of the mixture. That's nothing to do with the ikar neder. So you can't be matter neder. Lo ma'ay shayla klal. It doesn't work at all. It's a taz. Variety of evidence. This is located as not. Lo mishkachas kares b'shchut echutz. Raya. You'll never find somebody getting kares for slaughtering korban outside the Beis Hamikdash. The vade isha hektish. You can certainly go back and be matir as nether. Today it says Mr. Kares to have Mr. Kares. Elavadai today not some Mr. Lomani Shela. So to save yourself an issue, you can't do Shela. Avrabi don't dachus. But many Achronim have rejected this. Kim the Rabbi Ramah, and they sustain the Ramah who says the Mahai Shela that Shela works. Uvem Shruti Chutzi Mishal Yepat Mikoris. Then Shruti Chutzi and Echrami. It should be shown later before the Kares. But I don't think you should be shown later after. If I recall correctly, it can't be shown later after it's shechted. It was shown later before it's shechted. So I'm not sure that's my recollection. That's why I don't think that works. In other words, a certain point which doesn't work anymore. Okay, but anyway, he has to go with that here. He says, could be can't get shchut echutz. But of course, it's by being shoel. It's because Kesel Chavas Yoram Beis Yaakov. Shetzich lischar al chalam ekoro. So the woman who's being matir neder, she has to have remorse that she made a challah to begin with because the tarovis became an issue. Only the husband or wife, whoever took off the challah or owns the challah, can go be matir the neder, not a third party. I mean, go to the chacham and be matir neder, not a third party. Tesvav. If they fell into a pot, though from which challah is not yet been taken, no concern. Because we have a psak where you saw that you can eat and continue and then set aside at least the challah chutzlars. So therefore, take off challah from what's left of the dough, which didn't fall to the pot. Even the entire dough fell in the pot. He to make there, take the dough out of the pot. Set aside a bit for challah, but often should this batel. In a manner to become batel. Not sure we need to be batel, just take it out. Or b'chol isa, either in the entire dough, b'me'av echad, 101, or b'shishim, or if it's 60, ma'ashish there, if it when what's in the pot, to mean b'shein amino, she does person can be batel, even according to the person it's batel barov. In b'mino yesh k'shir bittel, b'shein amino ein bo shir bittel, and if in the mino there is a shir bittel, shein amino is no shir bittel, well, like we said, I mean it's like shein amino k'mishein, it's like shein amino k'misheino. You look at the amino as if it's not there. Mino, rabba love and badlo, and the mino is enough to be vatal. The opposite as well. I mean, it's like mino k'misheino. You can also say remove the mino as if it's not there. Shein amino rabba love badlo. I'm not sure why you're doing this. Why could you just say? Why need to be a vasalit? I don't understand why. I don't understand why Arukh HaShulchan. I mean, just take it off and do whatever you do with challah. Maybe that's how I explain it. That's only if you didn't eat the dough completely. If you ate it already, you can't shave. It doesn't work. That's why I was thinking about shchut echutz is not going to work. Even though we hold you can make a shayla by shvua, even though you ate the thing upon which you took the shvua, because I made him a shvuas, since shvuas tafkov ches, kan lo yet so it won't be effective. It's going to make it worse. Shem mishal tisha isa tevel, because you ate it. If you shayla, then it makes it isa tevel. So anyway, tevel. On the other hand, you can't set anything aside now. Came so shishar because nothing left. Came mali is the teva, mali is the challah. It's catch 22. It's going to be over. There's the teva is a challah. So that doesn't help me to test I really test Bob. I'm not getting something test Bob. Why you can't just set aside why you needed the bittul issue. really don't know. Okay. Anyway, in the brackets here it says Ayin Shasim Gov Shagos Chala Tchilat Tfei. It says the Chala is the lesser Isser. So therefore, it's better to not to be shoyal and to not to be shoyal and to the fact you ate the challah, yeah. So we don't need this. The gam below that ain't tos b'shel. Anyway, it's not going to do any good to be matineder. But that I've got the darim nun chesmin the davar sheish to b'shel have a davar sheish matir lo mani bittul. Hi, if you do shela, then bittul doesn't work. Come chalas chutzlaretz ain't done davar sheish matir. Davar sheish matir does not an impediment by chalas chutzlaretz. Came in the ein nishalim elam doichak. Since since you only ask under extreme conditions, I guess it's not considered to be a davar sheish material because we prefer you don't ask, you don't not matir neder. So therefore, I guess it's a mitzvah, even chalas chutzlaretz. So you prefer you don't not show matir neder. So therefore, it's actually davar sheish material. Only something where the matir neder is not considered to be a negative thing. As we mentioned, all of this is only by chalas chutzlaretz. Sorry, I got interrupted there. Chalas eretz Yisrael also chalas shavish. Chalas eretz Yisrael you can't eat until you set it aside, right? It has to be taken from mina mukaf. You can't take it from elsewhere. It's preferable not take mina Torah tome. Okay, it's all tummy today. Anytime when it says by truma, don't take truma in Torah. Ain't no truma. If you did do it, it's not truma. Kach b'chala, it's true by chala as well. Anytime it says don't take truma from this and that, so to by chala. Truma, anytime you can't eat truma, you can't eat chala. And when somebody can eat chala, truma can't eat chala. Shir chala minim and stuff in chala odinim. The measure chala and the species was joined to bichiv chala and other halachas. Of ein chay b'chala el chamesh meaning only the 5 types of grain are chayim chala. Chitim usorim, wheat and barley, kusmin, shibol shul, v'shifon, rye, oats, and spelt. The seed says, we eat from the bread of the land, we eat but free. Yerushalmi, lechem, matzah, the same bread as by matzah. Then you see the matzah, you only eat the chiv of matzah, one of the 5 species of elu. The matzah being a davar because not something which comes to become leavened. Shar meaning and other species called dochan like rice and millet, and boil they don't become leavened. Eli de sirachon they ferment. Im ira mina chaya b'chala im potter. If you mix things that you're chaya b'chala, then you're exam b'chala. He's boiled for them. Sivchov Gim. We're going to get to that. Basic commentary basis she's chaya b'chala. How much do you need in order to be chaya b'chala? Kashim beidus learn the idus kavu mechzer chaya b'chala. A kav and half is chaya b'chala. She deal amidos once they made larger measures. Nascha misha revoim. It's 5 quarters. That's the language in the Shas and Poiskim. 5 quarters of kemach of flour is chai v'chala. Midas omer, that's the midah. The omer mentioned Torah Shuasiris Eifa, which attends to be Eifa. The Chsiv Shis Ariso Seichem. It says to be the first part of your dough. Shatem Ochlim Bamidbar Amugos, which you ate in the midbar. An omer per person. Kushir Zatem Chaim B'chala. That shear requires you to give chala. Vushir Mem Gimel Beitzim the Chomesh Beitza. It's a shear of 43 and a fifth eggs in Chalish Miyum Gimel. The way to remember that is challah and gematria is 43. For hay and the hay in challah, Romez Chomesh alludes to the 5th. It says in the brackets here, those hay b'minim mem gimel iyav shar rak bechallah. Letter hay in the counting of 43 is not possible only by challah. I guess. I'm not sure exactly what he means by that, but he means something along the lines of it's the only way to work it out. Remember the number of challah, hey, remember the hay. The year of Shar below hay. It's not Pasad hay. And so that makes it 43 and a fifth. Zel Kavanas Hashach Sivka, the base, that evidently is what the Shach means in something he says about this.